we'd like to welcome everyone to another Mikey Live program. Of course, this is what we call news discussed, not told. We don't have no horse in the race and thing now. You understand? It's bush and thing with the eat and thing now. So of course, we don't care really. What we care about is making sure that you get the information that you need to know about in a fair and balanced manner as possible. You understand? So we're not too concerned about anything else. You understand? So we could talk the talk. You know what I mean? So let's talk about what's making the health tonight. Ministry of Health urges our population to avoid misinformation. As well, there's a teen who is missing, and we'll talk to you about that. 35 new COVID-19 cases recorded in Grenada. That takes our active number to 76. 4 members of the Grenada Ports Authority staff asked to remain at home. We'll explain to you why. Pfizer seems to be the vaccine of choice here in Grenada. And the Public Workers Union, they are encouraging vaccination. But they are saying that they are not in support of any mandatory vaccinations. All right, and Carib warns against trending creates challenge. So these and more we'll talk to you about when we return from the first headlines, from our headline, of course, from our first break. The headlines was brought to you through the kind compliments of the Communal Cooperative Credit Union, Coates Grenada Limited, Digicel, Nawasa, also Superb Distributors, the Housing Authority of Grenada. Thank you to all the sponsors of our headlines and the sponsors of the news in general. We'd like to say thank you as well. So we're taking a first break and come back, and people, when we come back, it's going to be real news in all the Lolo. So brace all yourself. We are coming back, and someone sharing tonight's program will receive some free credit, compliments, Digicel. Stay tuned. We'll be back.
Running low on groceries? Why not visit realvalueiga.com and experience our new online shopping platform? Place your order, then go out and enjoy your day to spend more time with friends and family. Free delivery available within select locations or in-store pickup available. Sounds simple, right? It is. Stress less, live more with Real Value IGA online store, where good food begins.
Let's get tough on breeder larceny. It will destroy our economy. Larceny threatens our food security. Can hurt us locally, hurt us globally. To all the buyers, ask for license from all produce sellers. To all people, 300 for police for them thieving fellas. To all the families, don't steal produce from your brother. Then you're selling to traffickers, hotels and street vendors. Nah man, let's do all we can to stop breeder larceny. New vigilance, new laws, and a tough judiciary. Stop Grenada's organized business crime. It's time.
To report breeder larceny, call 300.
We support you at every stage of your life.
For business,
for your education,
for your financial freedom,
for that new ride.
Upgrade your life with the Communal. Contact us today.
After being locked down during the pandemic, get ready for summer with Rika. Live this summer with Rika's Summer in Every Drop promotion. Buy any Rika combo of 6 200ml, 4 330ml, or 3 1-liter Rika juices and get a chance to win. Win Apple AirPods, plunge pools, beach dress with umbrellas, barbecue grill set, gamer set, and weekly pop-up giveaways. With Rika, there's summer in every drop. Promotion ends August 31st. Tickets available at all leading retailers island-wide. Rika, distributed by Superb Distributors Inc., Tempe, St. George's.
How going on, boy?
Hey, good old things.
Hey, easy.
Yeah.
Boy, in line, boy. Your house looking a real good day.
Boy, it's thanks to the hard-working and professional staff at the Housing Authority of Grenada. They handled me real nice. They did my plan, they did the construction, and I didn't even have to worry about a thing. They were there with me every step of the way, supervising the job, asking me about my concerns, giving me feedback as the house took shape. They were there from start to finish, and even put the keys in the palm of my hand. I give them an A++ for customer service.
Oh, it's people from housing bad, boy.
Boy, not bad. Excellent. If you're thinking about constructing your home, why not consult the Housing Authority of Grenada? You could visit them right down in the Sandino complex, or give them a call 440-1015 or 440-1016, or check out their website hag473.com. They go handle you. They go jog your blocks, they go draw your plan, they go tote your materials. Hey man, where you going? The Housing Authority of Grenada is your choice for affordable housing and a stress-free construction experience.
Diamond Intercontinental Jewelry Store now has amazing deals, special discounted prices on wedding sets, watches and selected jewelry. We sell top brand jewelry and watches like Citizen at the best price. We offer the best deals and customer service on the island. Opening hours Mondays to Saturdays 9:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. Diamond Intercontinental Jewelry Store, located at the Esplanade Mall, St. George's, Grenada. Visit or call us today for 14-3114-232-1234 or WhatsApp 533-1581. Sale is on for a limited time only.
Are you prepared for the hurricane season? Do you have a plan? Remember, water is essential in any emergency plan. Determine your family's water needs. Ensure your storage containers are food grade and store at minimum 35 gallons of water per person per day for at least 1 week. Understand that your planning may be different this year because of the need to protect yourself and others from COVID-19. Take the necessary actions to ensure that your household has an adequate stored water supply should there be an interruption. Be prepared. NAWASA, committed to meeting customers' needs.
All right, and folks, this is where we say welcome again to everyone currently tuned in, the first-time viewers, and of course the usual suspects. Now, a few notices for you. The Traffic Department of the Royal Grenada Police Force advises the general public that a section of the road at Parade in St. George from Andel's Supermarket to Carlton House area will be closed to vehicular traffic from 10 a.m. on Saturday 28th and Sunday 29th August 2021, while one lane of traffic will be allowed on Monday 30th August 2021. Now, as a result, vehicles will be allowed to travel in one lane towards the St. George's direction from 7 a.m. to 3 p.m., while traffic will be allowed in one lane from 3 p.m. to 7 a.m. from the St. George's direction. Now, these closures are necessary to facilitate repair works in the area by the Ministry of Works. Now, motorists, you are advised to use alternative routes such as the Creighton, Richmond Hill, and Mount Parnassus, areas. And motorists traveling in opposite directions, you are encouraged to make use of alternative routes. Now, the Royal Grenada Police Force would like to thank the public for your cooperation and understanding and regrets any inconveniences this is likely to cause. Now, the Ministry of Health, they say that they'd like to urge the population to avoid misinformation. Now, as Grenada battles its way through this critical phase of our COVID-19 management, the Ministry of Health again advises the public to avoid misinformation, as it can literally make the difference between life and death in this pandemic. The government of Grenada, through the Ministry of Health, is the conduit for official and factual and credible information. Any information relating to policy and response in this pandemic will come officially from the ministry, and it will have its logo. Now, as the state of Grenada navigates its way through curbing this recent outbreak, the ministry will provide regular updates, they say, on the epidemiological situation and on the ongoing response mechanism. The situation is fluid, and so too will be the official information. Now, the ministry is asking the public to scale up its personal hygiene, such as proper wearing of masks in public spaces, frequent sanitizing or washing of hands, and a continuous practice of avoiding large gatherings and remain 6 feet away from people outside your household. Now, a crucial element in this fight against COVID-19 is vaccination. They are saying that all scientific studies show that vaccines are proving to work in preventing severe illness, hospitalization, and death. Grenada currently has 2 WHO-approved vaccines for dissemination to the public, the AstraZeneca and the Pfizer. Now, the AstraZeneca vaccine continues to be available to all adults. The Pfizer vaccine is currently available to anyone aged 12 and over at any of the vaccination centers on the island. This includes the National Stadium, where vaccination is available to the public free of cost daily. Grenada's present allocations of Pfizer and AstraZeneca vaccines are enough, they say, to provide the required 2 doses to thousands of Grenadians, with appropriate intervals between the doses. Now, the ministry urges those who have not yet done so to get vaccinated, to give yourselves the best possible chance in the face of this deadly disease. Now, the ministry continues, they say, to also encourage anyone who has been exposed to the COVID-19 or who is experiencing symptoms that are consistent with COVID-19 to immediately isolate yourself from others and call 458-4787 or 538-4787 or your nearest health center or medical station to request testing. The COVID-19 test is free for all symptomatic people and your contacts. Let's continue, they say, to protect ourselves and our loved ones. Okay, well, your help is needed once again in finding a young girl. Is her picture. The police are asking for your assistance in locating Jada Taylor, who is only 15 years old, and Jada is from Fontenoy in St. George. Now, Jada left home on Tuesday, 24th August 2021 and has not returned since. She was last seen wearing a brown top and short blue jeans. She's about 5 feet 2 inches in height, slim built, and dark in complexion. Anyone seeing Jada Taylor or has any information about her whereabouts, you're asked to contact the Central Police Station at 440-2244, Police Emergency at 911, Police Hotline at 444-1958, or the nearest police station. Again, have a look, and if you see her, please call the relevant authority. The Ministry of Agriculture, Lands and Forestry wishes to advise farmers and the public that the sale of plants at the Maribo and Bolong propagation stations has been suspended until further notice. Patrons will be notified of the resumption of sale. Please be guided accordingly. And so many of you might have gotten word now that there were 35 new cases of COVID-19 that were detected in Grenada. Today, well, we got the results of those tests today. Well, that is absolutely the case. Our case count increased by 35 as of 4:30 p.m. today, Wednesday, as the Ministry of Health continues its aggressive contact tracing and testing efforts in the wake of clusters being identified among residents. Now, the new cases brings to 265 the total number of cases recorded in Grenada since the start of the pandemic in March of 2020. Now, all but one of the new cases are among persons with no recent travel history. Again, all but one of the new cases are among persons with no recent travel history. In other words, these are local people. Now, the acting chief medical officer, Dr. Sean Charles, explained that the rapid rise in case numbers is not unexpected, as scientific data shows that cases will start off small explode, and then decrease. Dr. Charles said, now more than ever, it is important for the population to continue following the recommended protocols. He said, although the numbers are rising, we still have an opportunity to manage the numbers of additional cases we record. But we can only do that if persons are responsible and follow the recommended protocols. Wear your mask or appropriate face covering in public spaces. Avoid mass gatherings and wash or sanitize your hands frequently. Vaccination is also available as a method of protection, and I encourage, he says, persons to utilize one of the two options that we have here in Grenada. Now, the magnitude of the pandemic has left many healthcare systems overwhelmed. We do not want to arrive at that point in Grenada, but our actions will determine whether or not that happens, says Dr. Sean Charles. Now, health officials, they are still sifting through the data relating to the cases, but there is confirmation of at least one case in the ministerial complex. There is also confirmation of a positive case in the agricultural sector, and the Ministry of Agriculture has since closed propagation stations in St. Andrew and St. David, as we would have heard prior to this story. Health officials, they are continuing the Herculean task, they say, of tracing contacts and testing scores of individuals who have been in close proximity with confirmed cases. You understand? So that's the situation. Now, 35 active cases, just follow me. 35 new cases. Let's take that again. 35 new cases. The total active cases are 76. Since you last heard from us, 3 persons were medically cleared. There are 3 persons currently in the hospital being treated for the COVID-19. All right, so 76 active cases. Whew. Well, if you're concerned about this, so far, 55,845 PCR tests have been conducted since we started testing, all right? And as it relates to vaccination, the number of persons who have received their first dose of vaccine is 23,368, and the number of persons vaccinated with their second dose, 18,398. All right, so in other words, 18,000 Grenadians are fully vaccinated. All right, that's just below, below 20%. Yeah, what does that represent in our population? What was it, like 17% or so? 16 point something? Huh? I mean, math's in that sharp, so somebody could tell me. All right. Anyway, so that's the situation there as it relates to our COVID-19. Now, we are hearing a lot of business places that are either scaling down operations or shutting down their operations or adjusting their operations because of staff members who have been in contact with positive cases, one, or because of staff members who have tested positive. Now, we were telling you about the information that was circulating about the Grenada Ports Authority yesterday, and today we are hearing about them. We are actually hearing officially from them. It says that the Grenada Port Authority, the GPA, wishes to advise the public that 4 members of the GPA staff have been asked to remain at home pending evaluation of their COVID-19 status due to their possible contact with an individual who has been confirmed to be infected with the COVID-19 virus. It is important to state that these checks are being done out of an abundance of caution. The report of a member of the Port Security Detail, which has been placed in isolation following confirmation of a positive COVID-19 test, pertains to an individual that has been on leave from their GPA function and who has not had contact with anyone in the port environment within the past 2 weeks. These recent events remind us all that the risk of COVID-19 infection is high, and the GPA encourages all members of the public to practice the COVID-19 protocols issued by the Ministry of Health and to vaccinate against the COVID-19. GPA continues to seek ways to tighten, they say, its internal controls and solicits the help of all persons and stakeholders that interface with GPA to ensure strict adherence to the national protocols with respect to the COVID-19 mitigations. Now, the GPA reserves the right, they say, to deny entry to anyone who is non-compliant with these protocols and assures the public of our unwavering commitment to the efficient operation of our nation's port facilities. All GPA offices are open and operating normally with a full range of services available to our customers. Now, we, although didn't mention it, we heard all sorts of things about the port authority. So certain sections shut down. It's like a ghost town and all of that. Okay, but the port authority is seeking to clarify what the status of operation is there currently. All right, we are moving on. Olia, how are we looking for time? It seemed like the Pfizer is a vaccine of choice here in Grenada. Now we'll hear from Rhonda Thompson, who is a senior community health nurse, and she says that persons are coming out to get their Pfizer and seem to prefer the Pfizer over the AstraZeneca, even though persons are still coming to get the AstraZeneca.
Well, we know that persons were clamoring for choices, right? So we got the Pfizer last week and we had the rollout Monday, and we have seen quite an increase in the uptake of the Pfizer. Maybe twice or 3 times as much as the AstraZeneca, especially for the younger children, because we know they cannot take the AstraZeneca. All right, so the Pfizer is the only choice for them. And the kids are coming out, the parents are taking them in to get the Pfizer for school. And some other persons who are waiting for their choice, they're coming out also to get the Pfizer.
All right, well, interesting. And she says that the person seemed to be very happy to get that. All right, they are saying also that parents are also happy to take their children to be vaccinated. She's saying that some parents were concerned that they themselves are being vaccinated, but what about their children?
Okay, so for this morning, well, we had a rush early in the morning. We had approximately 80 persons so far had the Pfizer, and about 47 or so taking the AstraZeneca. Most of the AstraZeneca, they were second dose. But persons still have choices, and we still have a few persons taking the AstraZeneca as the first dose. For some persons, yes, because you know the AstraZeneca was out for some time, so a lot of persons, we vaccinated over 20,000 persons already, and it would have all been AstraZeneca. So I think the persons that were behind were sort of waiting for their choice, and they're coming out now for the Pfizer. And they're happy because the children, you know, some persons were saying to us, we're protected, what about the children? And they're happy. I can tell you that the children are being vaccinated, especially with school opening in the next 2 weeks, and with all that is happening, persons are just happy that they have a second choice and their children can be protected. And that's children 12 to 17, they can come to get a Pfizer vaccine, but it must be accompanied by a parent or guardian.
All right, now speaking of school, I know there's a lot of concern with that. It is scheduled to open in just under 2 weeks, and a question was asked to the ministry as to what is going to happen. They're saying that they are currently evaluating the epidemiological scenario and will advise parents and the public as to the way forward. The Public Workers Union say that they're encouraging workers to get vaccinated. They are not anti-vaccination, they are anti-mandatory vaccination, says the president of the Public Workers Union, Brian Grimes.
The Grenada Public Workers Union was the very first union to put out a statement, right? stating categorically that we are anti-mandatory vaccination. And this should be distinguished from being anti-vaccination, which we are not anti-vaccination. We believe that workers must be educated on their choice, and we also believe in the human constitutional rights of our people and our workers in particular. We issued a statement recently speaking to this. Now, the Grenada Public Workers Union is part of the Grenada Trade Union Council. That's the umbrella body. And they released a statement not too long ago speaking about the fact that we would like a choice in the vaccination. That was prior to the Pfizer reaching our shores. And we applaud the government for giving, placing a choice on the table for workers and citizens in general.
Now, he is saying that the mandatory approach is a bad idea and may result in less people taking the vaccine. However, now having a choice, you can see probably more persons taking the vaccines. He also drew comparisons to different governments in the Caribbean and how they approach their varying vaccination programs. It says, despite that, though, he's encouraging the members of the union to get vaccinated.
Okay, so for this morning,
we believe firmly that this will cause an uptick in the taking of the vaccine because people have a choice. The Pfizer vaccine, as opposed to the AstraZeneca, doesn't have so much controversy. So we encourage our workers to go out there, get yourself educated and take it for yourself, your protection, and your family's protection and so forth. But we do not believe in mandatory vaccination. Now we are looking at the way governments throughout the region are handling this, and as far as the Grenada Public Workers Union is concerned, the Barbados government is doing an extremely good job in terms of giving people choices, having town hall meetings, just using education as a main motivator rather than legislation and bullying. So you can look at the next government in St. Vincent that is using legislation, and you see the counter effects. There was actually physical violence involved in that because people are fiercely protecting their rights to say yes or no to what goes in their body. And we would want to advise the government of Grenada here at the Public Workers Union, do not mandate the vaccines. If the government of Grenada does this and mandates, they will create a secondary crisis in this country where people will be struggling for their human rights. It's without a doubt. It will happen, as opposed to simultaneously while we are fighting against the COVID. We do not want to do this. We want to work collaboratively. All stakeholders want to work together, and let's not create a secondary crisis where people are marching the streets to say, well, we have the rights to do that. Let it not be that somebody says, I will not take the vaccine just because you are telling me I must take it. Let's educate, let's massage, and let's work together as stakeholders to rid ourselves of this deadly virus.
And the news just coming into us, we are hearing that a Guava Estate man has been charged for multiple sexual offenses. Now, according to this information just reaching our news desk, officers attached to the Special Victims Unit arrested and charged Declan Gentle, a 47-year-old resident of Central Guava Estate, St. John, on Tuesday, 24th August 2021, for 30 sexual offenses at January. What? 30 sexual offenses against a minor. Gentle received 28 counts of sexual assault and 2 counts of indecent assault. He is presently in police custody and is scheduled to appear at the Victoria Magistrates Court on August 27, 2021. January 30 sexual offenses against a minor. Anyway, lately that talk. I mean, I don't want to come and give me that for all this time of the night for people to can't sleep. I should not read that thing on the program. Anyway, Let's move on here, Papa. Carib warns against the trending crates challenge. That's shoepinis. All you see it on the screen? The Carib Brewery is warning citizens against the crates challenge that is currently trending on social media by local and foreign participants, as it may lead to serious injury or even death. Carib Brewery said in a media release that it has noted that the challenge has led already to serious bodily injuries. Now, the crate challenge is a challenge where one is challenged to climb up stacks of crates at different levels, walk across stacks and climb down the stacks at the opposite end without falling. In most challenges, the crates shake violently, causing the participant to fall from great heights at times and resulting in serious bodily injuries. You understand? And so they are advising against our shoepinis. I tell you, we see a granny, how can I be this too? Hey. What shoepinis? To what end? Papa, to what end? What are you going to find some bush to dig up and plant yam and tanya and dashing? Yeah, I mean, I clean this side of the road. Why that shoepinis? Always want to be a part of some kind of stupid trend. Dotishness. Because at the end of the day, who you think you're enjoying yourself? Come out with break finger, break hand, break neck, granny come. If you see granny hand, how you come so? You understand? Yeah, no, dog. You understand? The Carib Brewery Limited says that we believe in the celebration of life and in our freedom as a people to do so responsibly. The health, safety, and well-being of our staff, consumers, and those around us who we may influence in some way or the other is our top priority every day. You understand? So they're taking a responsible position on this issue. You understand? How many of you think that you will take the challenge? Say me. Is there anyone on the program who is tempted to take in this challenge? And if so, why? Hey, why? Dotishness. Anyway, all ya, be safe here, Papa. All you, don't forget, as a reminder, many of the stories that you hear here you can find after the program on our website, MikeyLive.com. As a service as well, we provide to the general public. We not just do this, we also provide live coverage, recordings, and so on, of funeral services, of weddings, of press conferences, of private events, and so on. We can stream those events for you or record it or send it or stream it to a private channel or whatever you like, all right? So for those of you who are looking for a service provider in that regard, feel free to send us a message or hit us up on Facebook or something, and we'll be happy to facilitate you, all right? Good. Oh, yeah. Here's what we're going to do right now. We're going to take a break, and when we come, let me drink some water on the program. And when we come back, we've got the national report, and then we've also got for you the weather. If you have not yet done so, we'd like to please encourage you to please go ahead and share the business. You see, when you share the business, that's how other people get to know that the program is live. We'll be back.
Running low on groceries? Why not visit realvalueiga.com and experience our new online shopping platform? Place your order, then go out and enjoy your day to spend more time with friends and family. Free delivery available within select locations or in-store pickup available. Sounds simple, right? It is. Stress less, live more with Real Value IGA online store, where good food begins.
Let's get tough on breed your larceny. It will destroy our economy. Larceny threatens our food security. Can hurt us locally, hurt us globally. To all the buyers, ask for license from all produce sellers. To all the people, call 300 for police for them thief and fellas. To all the farmers, please don't steal produce from your brother. Then you're selling to traffickers, hotels, and street vendors. Nah, man. Let's do all we can to stop radio larceny. New vigilance, new laws, and a tough judiciary. Stop Grenada's organized business crime. It's time.
To report pre-deal larceny, call 300.
We support you at every stage of your life.
For business,
For your education.
for your financial freedom.
For that new ride.
Upgrade your life with the Communal. Contact us today.
After being locked down during the pandemic, get ready for summer with Rika. Live this summer with Rika's Summer in Every Drop promotion. Buy any Rika combo of 6 200ml, 4 330ml, or 3 1-liter Rika juices and get a chance to win. Win Apple AirPods, plunge pools, beach dress with umbrellas, barbecue grill set, gamer set, and weekly pop-up giveaways. With Rika, there's summer in every drop. Promotion ends August 31st. Tickets available at all leading retailers island-wide. Rika, distributed by Superb Distributors Inc., Tempe, St. George's.
What does it take to be an amazing woman? Lots of me time. Amazing women are classy, fancy, and a little sassy. It's the drink for me. Cheers! Sometimes you've got to show them who's boss. Alpha male? Nah, alpha females are more amazing. Cheers to securing the bag. We make time for ourselves, for work, friends, and we certainly make time for passion. We're simply amazing. Amazing cream liqueur for the amazing woman in you.
Make this Carnival Tabanco sale a special one at Spice Isle Jewelry. Get up to 40% off our collection of silver and gold jewelry with purchases above $115. Visit our 2 locations on Grenville Street, St. George's and the Spiceland Mall Grand Dance and see our fine selection of traditional West Indian bangles, necklaces and earrings, rings and our unique handmade pieces. Step into Spice Isle Jewelry and shop in air-conditioned comfort with friendly, helpful and courteous staff. We also pay the most for scrap gold. Our repair service is second to none. Treat yourself or even someone special with something special from Spice Isle Jewelry. Call us on 440-3155 or 440-6648. Sale ends August 31st.
How going on, boy?
Hey, good old things.
Hey, easy.
Yeah.
Boy, in line, boy. Your house looking a real good day.
Boy, it's thanks to the hard-working and professional staff at the Housing Authority of Grenada. They handled me real nice. They did my plan, they did the construction, and I didn't even have to worry about a thing. They were there with me every step of the way, supervising the job, asking me about my concerns, giving me feedback as the house took shape. They were there from start to finish, and even put the keys in the palm of my hand. I give them an A++ for customer service.
Oh, it's people from housing bad, boy.
Boy, not bad. Excellent. If you're thinking about constructing your home, why not consult the Housing Authority of Grenada? You could visit them right down in the Sandino complex or give them a call 440-1015 or 440-1016 or check out their website hag473.com. They go handle you. They go jog your blocks, they go draw your plan, they go tote your materials. Hey man, where you going? The Housing Authority of Grenada is your choice for affordable housing and a stress-free construction experience.
Diamond Intercontinental Jewelry Store now has amazing deals, special discounted prices on wedding sets, watches, and selected jewelry. We sell top brand jewelry and watches like Citizen at the best price. We offer the best deals and customer service on the island. Opening hours Mondays to Saturdays, 9:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. Diamond Intercontinental Jewelry Store, located at the Esplanade Mall, St. George's, Grenada. Visit or call us today for 14-3114-232-1234 or WhatsApp 533-1581. Sale is on for a limited time only.
Are you prepared for the hurricane season? Do you have a plan? Remember, water is essential in any emergency plan. Determine your family's water needs. Ensure your storage containers are food grade and store at minimum 35 gallons of water per person per day for at least 1 week. Understand that your planning may be different this year because of the need to protect yourself and others from COVID-19. Take the necessary actions to ensure that your household has an adequate stored water supply should there be an interruption. Be prepared. NAWASA, committed to meeting customers' needs.
Welcome to Yogo. Most of you know us for our food delivery service and our food pass for free delivery from restaurants. But did you know you can also use us for grocery deliveries too? We've just added another 5,000 plus new items to Yogo's supermarket. And stay updated as we add more products and vendors. Yogo Services is our convenient skip the line offering. Let us pay your electric, water, and other utility bills for you. With us, you will be able to buy tickets, pay your rent, schedule bookings, and other services. Need a ride to get somewhere? Give Yogo Lyft a try. Select your pickup location and destination location and wait for our driver to collect you. Never have to worry about how you're gonna get to a place again. Please see website or app for our service locations. And sign up now.
Ministry of Health records 35 new COVID-19 cases in Grenada. We'll have details to this story and more in the national report. With the details to the news for Wednesday, August 25th, I am Rakisha St. Louis. Grenada's COVID-19 case count increased by 35 as of 4:30 p.m. on Wednesday as the Ministry of Health continued its aggressive contact tracing and testing efforts in the wake of clusters being identified among residents. The new cases bring to 265 the total number of cases recorded in Grenada since the start of the pandemic in March 2020. All but one of the new cases are among persons with no recent travel history. Acting Chief Medical Officer Dr. Sean Charles explained that the rapid rise in case numbers is not unexpected, as scientific data shows that cases will start off small, explode, and then decrease. Dr. Charles said now more than ever it is important for the population to continue following the recommended protocols. He said, and I quote, "Although the numbers are rising, we still have an opportunity to manage the number of additional cases we record, but we can only do that if persons are responsible and follow the recommended protocols. Wear your mask or appropriate face covering in public spaces, avoid mass gatherings, and wash or sanitize hands frequently. Vaccination is also available as a method of protection, and I encourage persons to utilize one of the two options we have here in Grenada. The magnitude of the pandemic has left many healthcare systems overwhelmed. We do not want to arrive at that point in Grenada, but our actions will determine whether or not that happens," unquote. Health officials are still sifting through the data relating to the cases, but there is confirmation of at least one case in the ministerial complex. There is also a confirmation of a positive case in the agriculture sector, and the Ministry of Agriculture has since closed the propagation stations in St. Andrew and St. David. Health officials are continuing the Herculean task of tracing contacts and testing scores of individuals who have been in close proximity with confirmed cases. Now that the FDA-approved Pfizer vaccine is available in Grenada, the Ministry of Health is optimistic that there will be an increase in the number of people opting to be vaccinated. As of August 24th, 22,980 Grenadians received the first dose of the vaccine and 18,160 received the second dose at various sites across the country, which includes the administration of both AstraZeneca and Pfizer. On Tuesday, Health and Social Security Minister Honorable Nicholas Steele explained that the increase in vaccination rate hinges on a number of factors, one of which is the provision of vaccine options. According to Minister Steele, the fact that Grenada is among few countries with a second COVID-19 vaccine option speaks volumes to the investment government continues to make in curbing the spread of COVID-19.
The availability, first off, of vaccines, and we've had vaccines available in Grenada since February. The public awareness, public education process of vaccine or vaccinations, and we've been doing that since January consistently. The threat that the population perceives from the disease, and that has been waxing and waning and changing, so we do expect to see some people coming forward now who have been, and there have been many people out there who have been saying, I'm okay with the vaccine, I'm just not ready yet. So we expect some of those to come forward. And then also options. So there have been many people who have said, I will take a vaccine, I just don't want to take the one that you have at this point in time. So having the Pfizer vaccine, yes, we have seen more individuals come forward as well to say, now that you have Pfizer, I'll take Pfizer, I just didn't want to take AstraZeneca. At all of the vaccination centers, as best as possible, we make sure that both are available. And this is unique. There are some individuals as well that the fact that Pfizer is now fully approved, they're going to use that as an added incentive or reason for swaying towards Pfizer.
Acting Chief Medical Officer Dr. Sean Charles is optimistic that over time, Grenada will reach herd immunity.
There is interest from many individuals. There are even persons that are calling to ask, can they get a booster? All right, so there is interest. So as time goes on, we'll be able to give you that information. All right, because one day does not make a trend. We have to see what happens.
Since the launch of the vaccination campaign in February, the ministry has been educating the populace on the importance of the vaccine in the country's fight against COVID-19. Continuing the news, Director of Medical Services at the General Hospital, Dr. Taisha Donald, says going forward, anyone with respiratory illness will be admitted to the isolation ward while awaiting COVID-19 test results. Dr. Donald, who was a guest on Monday on the Ministry of Health's television program, The Next Chapter, said nurses and doctors have been trained to work with patients exhibiting these symptoms, and hospitals are outfitted with equipment to treat them until they are transferred. At Princess Alice Hospital in St. Andrew, isolation units have been set up to treat these patients.
We have the 2 areas set aside for the respiratory clinic, so all patients suspected of COVID-19 will be seen and assessed there. Patients who have to be admitted and are PCR tested, but we do not have results just yet, we hold them in that area as well. And all patients who are required to be admitted. All patients who need admission would be transferred to the isolation unit. Again, the team in Princess Alice, they've been doing ongoing PPE training. And again, the whole issue of the pharmacies being stocked with the necessary drugs so that patients can start their treatment while pending transfer. Although with Princess Alice, transfers are pretty quick. So it could happen within 4 hours, you could have your patient transferred. But the staff there, again, they're prepared. They've been doing their repeated PPE training. The pharmacy is in stock. They have an area set aside for the respiratory clinic and even to hold the patient overnight while waiting for results. So they're doing okay.
Dr. Donald said transfers from Carib to Grenada will be done via the Coast Guard vessel. Tents have been erected on the hospital compound to treat individuals exhibiting signs of a respiratory illness.
Just like in Grenada, the mild cases would be managed at home in home isolation. Cases that require admission will be transferred to Grenada. For Carib, however, we have set up a different criteria for them because they're off island. We want to ensure that the transfers are in a timely manner. So we have a criteria that is being developed right now in terms of using vital signs, so the respiration rate, oxygen saturation, your pulse, and of course if there's any history of any underlying condition that we will use to determine who needs to be transferred or not. They've already made arrangements too with the Coast Guard for transferring the critical patients. Right. And of course these patients for transfer would have to be accompanied by a nurse or a physician based on the level of illness that they have. We also ensure that in terms of pharmacy that they have all the necessary drugs on stock in Carrico as well so that they can start the treatment while waiting for their transfer.
Research shows that COVID-19 can cause a range of lung complications such as pneumonia and, in the most severe cases, acute respiratory distress syndrome or ARDS. This is the National Report. The news will continue after the break.
This is a message from the Ministry of Health. If you or a family member suspect that you may have contracted COVID-19 and are displaying symptoms, please immediately self-isolate at home. This means that you must also avoid all contact with other members of your household. Do not visit hospitals or health centers, as this creates the potential for further spread of the virus, and it puts additional persons at risk when you come into contact with them. Your best course of action is to call the COVID-19 hotline at 458-4787 or 538-4787 or contact your nearest health center or medical station. Once your information has been received, health officials will come to you. Help prevent the spread of COVID-19. This has been a message from the Ministry of Health.
Welcome back. The National Insurance Scheme says it has made adjustments to its COVID-19 sickness benefit claim form to include benefits for individuals in quarantine, in self-isolation, and persons who have tested positive for COVID-19. Director of NIS Dorset Cromwell said the decision to alter the existing form came as a result of queries from employers on the status of their workers during this period of uncertainty. However, before the adjustments were made, he said the National Insurance Board reviewed the COVID-19 regulations to ensure that it is in keeping with the stipulated guidelines. Mr. Cromwell highlighted that according to the regulations, sickness benefits shall be granted to an insured person rendered incapable of work as a result of a specific disease or bodily or mentally disablement.
And for this purpose, an insured person shall be treated as incapable of work for any day during which he or she is required to abstain from work because he is under observation by reason of being a carrier or his or her being in contact with a case of infectious disease. When we saw that particular section of the regulation, we were then able to deal with the queries that we were getting from employers and persons about what do we do if persons are required to isolate.
He outlined the criteria of eligibility for benefits.
Persons should know, one, if they are in quarantine, if they are asked to isolate because they may have come in contact with someone, or if they have tested positive, they can apply for a sickness benefit under the National Insurance Regulation, and they will be paid. The employer will just sign the form and indicate that the person is in quarantine. So in both instances, where the person is in quarantine or the person is asked to isolate, the employer would verify that that is the case. So there is no need for no medical certificate in the instance where the person is in quarantine or in the instance where the person is in isolation. Right?
Okay.
If you have tested positive, though the situation is different, you'd have to provide some documentation that you have tested positive. But of course, you will have to have done the test, so that is not difficult.
Finally, in the news, the town of Hillsborough in Carib is presently receiving a major facelift as part of a special project by Minister of Carrico and Petty Martinique Affairs and Local Government, Honorable Kendra Maturin Stewart. About 200 feet of sidewalk and slipper drain have been already repaired. The project will entail work on up to 300 feet of sidewalk and slipper drain. Contractor Rodney Noel is confident that the issue of stagnant water from the drain and damaged sidewalks in the island's capital will be something of the past upon completion of the project. He says despite construction activities on the project, the interruption in vehicular traffic was minimal in an effort to maintain normal business operation in the town.
We are near to completion due to the little increment weather that is a bit threatening. We're just watching and until we're able to get some of the edges plastered and so on, so to complete our work, which will be soon. Most of the work has been done at nights because during the daytime we had the challenges with the traffic, and all of this, poses an issue. So we were asked to look at the night work, and so we embarked upon doing most of our work night. Sometimes it goes all night until next morning. I would leave here sometime 12 midday. And so a lot has been put into getting the results of this work done in the town of Hillsborough.
The contractor also commended Parliamentary Representative for Carrico and Petty Martinique, Honorable Kendra Maturin Stewart, for a marvelous job done thus far to improve the island's road infrastructure.
Hats off to our present administration, government, and our minister as they embarked upon getting such done. It has been appreciate. Most of the business people have shown great appreciation for the work being done in the town of Hillsborough, and many of the customers who come from different parts of Carrico has also been giving us lots of praise and credit for the work being done.
The Ministry of Agriculture, Lands and Forestry wishes to advise farmers and the public that the sale of plants at Maribo and Bulong propagation stations have been suspended until further notice. Patrons will be notified of the resumption of sale. For further information, contact the Ministry of Agriculture on 440-2708. That story just ended the national report for Wednesday, August 25th. Recapping the top story. Ministry of Health records 35 new COVID-19 cases in Grenada. On behalf of the entire news and production team, I am Rikisha St. Louis saying thank you for joining us. Until next time.
All right, thank you very much, Rikisha and the rest of the news team at the GIS. And now we have to take a look at the weather. And the weather is expected to be generally fair and hazy with the chance of a few light, brief showers. Now, tonight's minimum temperature is expected to be about 25 degrees Celsius. Winds east-northeasterly to east-northeasterly to easterly at 8 to 18 miles per hour. Seas are slight to moderate, waves 3 to 5 feet in open waters. And that is our weather report for tonight. And we would like to say thank you. Well, tonight into tomorrow, all right? We'd like to say thank you for watching. And pick up a few people before we leave. Ezran, Shireen, Kireen, Pearl, Shamaine, how are you doing tonight? We also have with us Bermuda, Zaka, Michelle, Della. Where's Allah? You see, that's why they just lose their badge. Yeah, so you can't be coming in and going when you want. Lintana, Mom, Osric, Javar. Blessings to you as well. Jennifer, I see that you're there, so hello to you as well, Jennifer. And Celine, Yvonne, Cynthia, and Miriam, how are you? Who else is with us? I said Yvonne already, right? Veronica, thank you for watching as well. The folks on YouTube, we would like to say hello and thank you for watching as well. And so everyone else, we appreciate you all the same. May God richly bless you and the family. All right, Deborah? Mikey, how the throat feeling tonight? Was just in the kitchen washing dishes. Yeah, dog. You see, I started to get hoarse. I tell all you. Them kind of vibes all handling me there. I don't like them kind of vibes, dog. You understand? Wherever you guys are going, when you're listening to Mikey Live, take the phone, the iPad, the computer, whatever it is with you, because you always make me want to leave the phone down and go far. Always making me voice strain. Yeah, understand? Always forcing my voice, man. I have to shout over all the noise and all the hoist. Yeah, understand? So do the boy like a favor and thing now. And whenever you're moving around the house, go with all your phone once you're watching Mikey Live. I don't want to be talking to all this far distance. You know what I mean? Okay, good. Okay, guys, so thanks again. And may God bless you, Gloria. Good night to you as well. Okay, guys, so see you guys tomorrow, God's willing. Same time, same place. Again, don't forget to be good to the people on the way up your ladder, because He will meet them on your way down. And if somebody fretting you and they interfering you, don't respond in the timing that they expect you to respond. Take your time, think of your plan, and then when you're ready, crush your enemy. I ain't telling all this. I ain't telling all to be violent. There are many ways in which you can crush your enemy. My point is, do not respond when they're prepared for a response. You understand? That would just diminish the effects of that response. You have to take them when they least expected. They wasn't ready. You have to take them when they least expected. You have to play stupid for a good while and let it feel like they hire you. You understand? Let it feel like they gay you. You understand? And when they least expected, you strike. You understand? And those strike, you know what I mean? You either go hard or go home. Those strike, halfway, you know. You have to strike and crush. You have to make sure when you strike, they ain't coming back from that, You understand? Good. And I see that I say all. Take all the time. Hey, so Alade, and I'm running me mode. Yes, I'll get call out. Yes. Lorene, how are you? Thank you for watching. I got the badge. Yeah, so Karen and Kirin and Kirin, you don't get anything. I tell you message me. Don't tell me about your number. I tell you message me for a reason. When you message me, then I see it in my log so that when I doing me do, then you understand? Good. I ain't almost space in my brain to remember nothing. So message me so that I could see the message. Karen, yes. So anyway, all the take all the time. And may God bless all you and the fam. All right. Denise, Raven, thanks for watching. And we are looking for 10 children to help. Let me just say that quickly. We're looking to help 10 children with back to school. And so if you know of a family who has children who needs help with the back to school, then let me know, okay, so that we can help that particular family. All right? Whether it is one person that can help, we can still try. You know what I mean? We'll still try to see if we can help out, in whatever way that we can with books or whatever it is that they may need help with. All right? So, but it has to be families who are really having a hard time making ends meet. So if you know any such family, just let me know. You just send me like a message or something. So yeah, I mean, anyway, take care of all yourself. Right? Let's go. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, we all say, Ja. No. See you guys tomorrow. No, yeah, we rhyming. God bless you.